Hanging out, just another night of the week. Oh, to be more specific, it's a Tuesday Eve. Got some ideas that just might intrigue. You should come on by tonight. We're spilling the beans.
There we are. Here we are. We're
Hey,
back,
everyone.
everybody.
Welcome to Spilling the
We're back,
Beans.
everybody.
We got top
Welcome to
chat on.
Spilling
Do
the
we
Beans.
have all chat?
I think
We
we
got
have
top
live
chat
chat.
on.
Beans.
Beans.
Hey,
There's
Jamar.
Jamar.
Live chat.
Beans.
Beans.
Welcome,
Jamar.
everybody.
Live chat.
Beans. Welcome, everybody. Beans. Welcome, everybody. Beans. Welcome, everybody. Let's see. I want to make sure there's no. You got to see. I want to make sure there's no. You got to see. I want to make sure there's no. You got to see. I want to make sure there's no. You got to see. I want to make sure there's no.
Sorry, everybody. I got it. Sorry about that.
Do you want to start the? You want to do the song? Should we do the song?
No, it should
Let's
be
go.
fine. Yeah.
All right.
You guys know the song.
Sorry, everybody. We had some doubling going on.
Thank you. Sorry.
We got delays. The delay should be gone now. Oh yeah. Oh, Jamar says song. Do it once more.
Okay, we'll do one.
Let's do one more of the song. Sorry. Thank you, Kaylee.
Hanging out, just another night of the week. Oh, to be more specific, it's a Tuesday Eve. Got some ideas that just might intrigue. You should come on by tonight. We're spilling the beans.
All right.
There it is.
Let's try that again. Hello, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. If you're with us, spilling the beans again.
We're spilling them.
We sure are.
Yeah.
We sure are. We're here with Kaylee
And Connor.
and
Mums.
Mums. Yeah, we'll get a little bit closer. It might be a little tough to see right now, but this is our friend Mums. Kaylee's child.
Yep. It's Sally's best friend. Mums. She created him like Frankenstein and his monster on a stormy eve. And yep, he's decked out in some Christmas decor right now. He's got the baby Jesus in hand.
Right here. Yeah, we'll zoom into him in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get to Mums.
So last week we had a cool one. We did Justin was our guest, and we went through book covers, which was really cool. Sci-fi book covers, fantasy book covers.
Yeah,
we chatted about them. That was really fun. Thank you, Justin. That was awesome.
Mm.
Great guest. We miss Abel. Hope Abel is doing well. I think he is. And
he'll be back in just 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. Okay. We need a guest for next week. Jamar.
Come on, Jamar.
I don't know. Let's talk. I know I said a date for Jamar. I can't remember it though. I'm so bad with things.
Oh.
And I'm sorry, Jamar, but that'd be perfect.
Mhm.
That'd be perfect.
That would be good.
So, but tonight we're the name of the episode is
Mum's the Word.
Mum's the Word.
Video project ideas.
Yeah. We last minute thought Mum's would be great. He might take up the whole show.
Yeah.
And he might not. We were also talking about video ideas, maybe going back to an idea that I think John kind of conjured, Abel conjured when he was on one of the early episodes of like a local news idea, like spot kind of like.
But it's like less upsetting news, and it's just like kind of just silly sort of things, right?
Yeah, news that's. I mean, it's news. It's updates of very, very local things.
Like the patch of grass that they
never cut up the street for some reason.
Still not cut.
It's town, but yeah, I don't know. So that would be our first story that we do. It must. But yeah, we like ride around in like a fake like van, not even fake, like a legit van. But yeah, very independent. But it could. I loved the idea when we were talking with Abel about it being a network, kind of a cool network thing. You know, like there's this
like group of people that do.
Yeah, there's local news for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's completely independent. In fact, doesn't make any money. You know what I mean? Like
that. For like each town or county or
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we were thinking of going back to that. Those who are experiencing it, I'm sure everyone has heard the whole 195 debacle.
Oh yeah.
That's a wild thing. I'll be taking my first adventure with it into work tomorrow with my good friend Rob. We're gonna carpool in. He experienced it today. He's working right now in the other room, but it'd be
Yeah.
great if we could get some interview. You know, we could work on that kind of
Oh,
our
yeah.
show. We could interview Rob to see it, to ask him of his experience.
Yep.
That
It's
would be
very
good. Maybe
juicy.
if he pops in at the end of the show. I'm not making any promises, but we may have a guest appearance from Rob.
All right. Yeah.
That's not bad
That'd be good.
to see. But you know, we were also thinking of maybe talking about ideas of what to do. Well, that news show would be great. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, people are posting so many things now who are
Mhm.
sitting in that traffic, and
Oh
it's
yeah.
um
Interviews and
yeah,
just,
you
like,
know,
videos of the oh my gosh, the traffic and
yeah. It'd be perfect. It'd be a perfect situation, especially if we had someone else with a camera not far from the van, so they could like film the van, and you could, you know, get those feeds. You know what I mean?
the traffic cam footage is actually really good.
It is,
The
yeah,
live footage that they have
yeah,
for the
yeah.
DOT, it's like it's very clear. You see a lot. What if the what if we had a show because you can see one of the live cam footages is the bridge. So you could watch and somebody when I was watching it earlier, so they must have been trying to get a cut for the news or something.
Yeah.
So they like zoomed in the camera like on the people working on it.
Yeah.
And then the camera like panned the other way really fast and like
Yeah.
they were trying to get like a bunch of shots. You could tell it was so
Of the
funny.
bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about this? What about this? What about this?
Yeah.
There's so many things going on, you know,
Yeah.
like in that moment.
But what
One of
if
those
it was
moments
just a
there.
show of like just watching them work on it? You know, like you know how they have like the public access where you can watch like a bird's nest and like wait for the eggs to hatch.
Right.
But it's just like watching them really
Yeah,
fix
yeah.
this, you know, in real time.
Right. Jamar just said a great thing. Let me chase you with drone.
Oh
We could use the drone for like those footage, those points that you're talking about. Yeah, that would be so good.
that would be crazy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that would be perfect for the news. I mean, so much. Again, like the appeal is like the British Office kind of like realistic mockumentary.
Yeah.
Like you think it's, you know, as real as you can. That the drone chase would be great. The
Mhm.
chase in this traffic would be pretty slow.
Yeah.
He'd have to keep bringing his drone down to recharge it.
Yeah.
It would be, unless you just have it in front of the car watching Rob and how upset he probably was today.
Oh
That
my
would have been
gosh.
excellent drone footage.
So yeah. What do you
But
do while you're stuck in that traffic?
what can you do? Yeah. And so, yeah, I don't know. I didn't even think of anything yet, but I was like, what are some ideas to do? Because I might be stuck in it tomorrow. So if anybody has any ideas, throw them in.
Obviously, you can listen to music or
Yeah.
podcast or something, or you can listen to the traffic report while you're
While you're in
driving.
traffic. I mean, I don't even know why I do that sometimes, and all it does is I'm just like, it's just, I mean, clearly I'm in traffic. Like it doesn't matter how long I know what, you know what I mean? I guess I could, like, the point is you can let work know. I just heard on the traffic is gonna be, yeah, but I mean still. But I think definitely still focus and pay attention.
Yeah.
Here's an
attention to
idea.
the road.
One thing that's huge with traffic, and I was thinking I should call like one of those news talk radios just so that like a public service announcement is, now that like what you're bored in traffic, so what more is there to do? And if you're one who, you know, might be who you shouldn't, but if you're one who texts when you drive, and I see people doing it all the time,
Yeah.
don't do it right now, because it's like those milliseconds, right,
you
that add
have
up to minutes that then add up to, you know, and
Absolutely.
so just, I mean, just keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah.
And what else can you do? You know, we were talking about it almost goes into the loneliness. Well, no, not loneliness, that's the emotion, but being alone and what to
Oh.
do when you're alone. And you know, that's that's another thing. There's an opportunity to see, you know, how long can you just sit and be and not do anything.
Yeah.
And
just be aware of your surroundings.
yeah, it's a good practice of mindfulness, you know.
You know what would be a good idea too that they could do?
I'm just gonna push this a little closer just to make sure that it's.
If they did like little like temporary like pop-up rest stops. You know,
Mm.
like they put a little porta potty, you gotta pee, you know, they
Yeah.
put a little
You got to make sure
little
though that it doesn't make traffic worse.
foods. Well, people that have to pull off it, like I saw people again on the live feed today that were, and you were like, they probably ran out of gas. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh
someone
yeah.
with like
Yeah.
a couple gas cans, they got the little food shack.
You know,
and
that
got a
would be
snack.
crazy. That would be like really cool as if there were people like walking around selling stuff
Right?
like in traffic. I mean,
Well,
it's
I mean, it would
illegal
not be
on the
safe.
highway. Yeah, but still, I mean, it's not going anywhere, you know? So what if you
Yeah.
just sell it out of your car
Yeah.
and you like throw it window to window? There's an idea.
Oh, food trucks should just be
No, a
parked
food
in the-
car.
Yeah.
Food cars, not food trucks, food cars.
Oh, okay.
And you travel
You just
travel
got
around in your
coolers.
car, and when there's traffic and you're stopped,
Mhm.
someone's like, hey, can I get like
get a
a chicken? Oh, and all
brownie?
you sell is chicken sandwiches. That's my idea also for if I ever open a business. It's just going to be chicken
Sandwich.
sandwiches, but they're going to be the best chicken sandwiches ever.
Mhm.
Oh wow, people sell bread like that in Puerto Rico. That's crazy.
Oh, see?
Oh, so I mean, there's something there. You know, you just throw it, and a chicken sandwich is pretty easy to throw. Like that's pretty easy to throw.
Yeah.
A burrito, it's got to be packed well. But and
Yeah.
if it, what if you just start throwing them at people's side of people's
It's
cars?
just smashing
That's
on
what it is, though.
windshields.
Like, you know, I've got pretty good accuracy,
Yeah.
and I think, or maybe if you're good at frisbee, you'd want a job. You
Mhm.
know, if you're good at frisbee golf, especially, you know
Highway
how to like,
concessions for-
yeah, and there's just food bouncing from car to car. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's a thing. So I don't know. Or you get we can get like one of those telescoping poles and say, you know, and someone beeps and they're like, or maybe like if they have
Get
a
big
passenger.
pool net.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you throw a frisbee, they write on with a magic marker that's attached to the frisbee what they want. They throw the frisbee back to you.
All they're gonna get is a chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but how many chicken sandwiches is what is Oh yeah, yes or no.
Do you want chicken?
Yeah, also
sandwich?
their window has to be open. But still, I mean, there's something, especially in the
We're
in the
onto
summer.
something.
Yeah. An ice cream car,
Mhm.
not an ice cream truck, an ice cream. Oh, you can throw ice cream sandwiches. You can throw ice cream treats at people. You can definitely.
That would make people happy when they're stuck in traffic having a little ice cream.
Oh
snack.
yeah, and the idea that you said, find your favorite track. You're
Mhm.
jamming along to your favorite track.
Mhm.
Yeah, mush ice cream. Exactly, Jamar. You're jamming to your favorite. Oh, I forgot to turn the heater off.
Oh, I'll do it.
So if you can hear me over that heater, you're jamming to your favorite jams, and you look over to your right. It's a hot summer day. You're stuck in traffic on 195, and there goes the ice cream car.
Mhm.
You how do you get there? Oh, good.
Get a calm down.
Can't really hear the heater. Awesome.
Okay.
You go to you maybe you beep.
Mhm.
That's all you got to do.
You
If you're
gotta-
the
you
if you're
gotta
the
beep
ice
a
cream
little,
car,
like a ditty, like a specific beep.
you get one of those special beeps, you know,
Mhm.
or you just got like hip hop blaring or ice cream music blaring out of your stereo system. Oh, that's the ice cream car.
Uh-huh.
You guys hear that? That's the chicken sandwich car.
It's just- it's just-
It's the chicken sandwich car.
chicken sandwich car.
Oh man, it's a you know what that is? That's a food car, and I think it's the chicken sandwich food car. Yeah, it's Charlie's Chicken Sandwiches. Here he comes. Get your windows open. Oh, and how do you pay? Maybe there's like an honor system thing,
Mm.
or like the Charlie's Chickens takes a picture of
Your license plate.
Of you and your
and
license
sends-
plate.
mails you
I'll
a
fucking
bill.
kill you and that kind of thing.
We mail
Like
you a
yeah,
bill
yeah.
like the-
You just
like the
do the
bridge tolls.
PayPal.
Yeah.
Like you have to just do the or the any kind of pay app,
Mhm.
and it's on the side. Maybe it's a QR code,
Yep.
and if you don't pay, you know, your picture has been taken, and Charlie's Chickens will hunt you down. You know what I mean? It'll be like Repo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
You're in debt about 40 chicken sandwiches, mister.
Exactly.
We're coming for you.
I think I just solved the issue for 195. Well, we just solved it
Yep.
with Mums' help.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mums, for that.
You did
Backing
it.
us up. Yeah. Do you want to? We should talk about Mums a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's get into Mums.
Also, if any, I'm wearing a headband. It's this time of year where we're wearing all kinds of fun hats. I have another hat I might put on.
Mhm.
And show you. It's a cool
Cozy
hat.
weather.
Your hat is new. That's
Oh
a new
yeah,
hat.
I got this job lot today.
Yeah.
Reminds me of my banana hat that I lost.
This is a great vintage skiing thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to want to take it out even in the summer, you know, because I would use it
It's
for
like
like a sweatband, right? But I'd want to keep it on at night when going to the bars or whatever on, you know, on weekend nights. And my sister and I are close to the same age, so all of our friends would go at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and that was kind of helpful because Kathleen would say yes or no to something I was wearing, you know.
Yeah.
And she reminded me recently, she didn't say no to the things I was wearing normally. She thought I looked fine. But this,
She didn't like.
she was like, you need to take that off, you know, and I'd fight her to the death about it, you know. So if I get a thumbs down, just give me a thumbs down and I will take it off.
I think it looks cool.
Well,
Well.
you know, Kathleen, if you're watching, if you do the thumbs down, I'll take it off.
He's got another hat too.
I have another hat that I do want to show anyway, so I may take it off anyways. But I like it. It feels nice. It feels all right. My ears do kind of pop out, and
looks like it's comfy and warm.
they do kind of hurt. But let's do Mums. Let's check out Mums.
Okay. So yeah, Mums.
I'm gonna play cameraman for this.
Sally's best friend. I made him years ago, at least like 6 or 7 years ago, right? Probably. He's got a camera for a head. It was my old camcorder, little DV camcorder that I had when I was a kid, and it was the first thing that I really made little videos on. So obviously it broke at one point and I wanted to keep it alive, so I turned it into Mum's head, and he's also constructed of cardboard tubes and clothes hangers and some wires. He's got paint tubes for fingers, which some of them fell off. And not long after we made him, or I made him, Connor helped me turn him into an actual puppet. So, I'm going to get up for a second just to show that part. So he actually has like joints and stuff, so he can move pretty well.
Oh shit!
What's some shit?
I don't know. Can I do that again?
Pretty well. He can move. And at one point at the old space, Connor rigged him up so he was like a marionette and had him on with strings and on pulleys, and we could actually like move all of his limbs around, and we could make him dance and do stuff like that. So that was kind of my first like experience with like a sculpture-esque sort of project. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty limber. And so Mums is Sally's best friend. I've used him a lot in the Sally videos, and he's very Christmassy right now. And we also had an idea for a comic that we were going to do.
We started writing.
When we started writing with our friend Ian, about Mums and Sally. And it was about Sally creating Mums, and he's this sort of all-knowing being, and he's stuck with this kind of really bizarre clown that just like hoards trash and just all sorts of things, and he's a very sophisticated being. And I think in the beginning of the comic, he kept just trying to escape and then like kind of put himself out so he didn't have to be stuck with this crazy clown. And that was a fun project.
Yeah.
We definitely have to get back to that. I think we wrote about 1 or 2 issues worth. And yeah, Mums is a pretty good character. I did use newspaper as well, I think, to kind of bulk him up a little bit. And that kind of like solidified like his joints and limbs and stuff. And I remember having a heck of a time with all the clothes hangers, because like just like bending the wire and then trying to like shape it appropriately to make kind of like a loose like anatomical structure of him. And yeah, he's got a pair of pants on, some old shoes of mine. He's pretty fun. Trying to think of what else I can say about Mums. Yeah, we did the comic idea. He's in a lot of the Sally videos that I do. Just sort of a recurring character. He's traveled a long way between the old space, and we kind of just set him up in different ways here now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, we did have the camera. I'm sorry, it's a little bit higher right now. It got stuck on a setting, oddly.
Oh.
We'll have to look into that.
Mm.
But I think that's okay
Oh yeah.
for
the light,
going.
Yeah.
It's a little gainy, but that's all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mums is cool. You started with Sally creating Mums, and then we made him a life-size marionette. We should get some pictures of that.
I know.
Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat. Yeah. And so the idea with the marionette was not like a hand marionette, but
Yeah.
the way you had to do double or triple pulleys in some situations, because it's not like it would be otherwise. You go down and the hand goes up. My thought was the pulleys have to come from down so that when you lift your hand, his hand goes up.
Oh right.
So on the end of each string that was attached to each appendage of his was a Velcro strap that you would put to your hands and your wrists
I forgot about
and
that part of it.
and your legs, so that when you would move your leg up, hopefully his leg would also go up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really, really fun. Mums was great. And so that was actually like a project that we did, I want to say, in like 2017.
Yeah.
It was a project we did a long time ago. And it was really cool. It was like the first time I was like obsessed with pulleys and rigging.
Yeah.
And we'd love to bring him back to life to do that. But in the meantime, he's been one of our few mascots of the space.
Yeah.
And he's more or less Kaylee's. And yeah, and the comic book idea was great. It was a comic book our good friend Ian was helping us write. Yeah, as you mentioned, Sally magically accidentally makes this sentient being, and it's like like existence is kind of painful for it, because look at it, it's kind of a poor, like, slopped together thing.
Yeah.
But it turns out well, it's quite smart, it's quite intelligent. It was kind of like an Alfred character, like Alfred Pennyworth from Batman.
But he didn't like being stuck with Sally.
Right,
too.
right. Well, he thought. Well, Sally is kind of like appears to be this bumbling,
Mm-hmm.
like just chaotic character who's
Yeah.
actually like this, who's actually quite this powerful, being,
Mm-hmm.
which is really cool. Yeah, we were writing it, and Mums becomes kind of a sidekick guru,
Yeah.
and Sally also the idea slowly starts to build Mums up to kind of this cool mech like warrior. Mum slowly becomes a little more badass or
Yeah.
put together. And it was a neat I'd love to return to the comic book idea.
Yeah, that
Our
was
good
fun.
friend Ian is another really good writer, of the many we know, and he just went ham. We have like 3 issues written
Yeah.
for Sally and Mums.
They were good too. They were fleshed out really nice.
Well, I felt like I was really just the idea thrower. You know what I mean? We would just talk about it, and we
Mm-hmm.
would come up with these ideas and scenarios where to go next, and it
Yeah.
was that easy.
Yeah.
Um,
And he kind of ran with that well too for like the script.
he'd go
writing.
home with the notes and write the script. I mean,
Yeah.
it was beautiful. So we'd be cracking up at it, but that was really fun. Yeah. Mums and Sally. What was it called? Sally and Mums.
I think it was called
Okay.
Sally Mums, yeah.
Yeah. We were thinking of different mediums. Ian also apparently is a great artist too, an illustrator. So we started on that, but yeah, I think COVID-19, like other projects, helped make it kind of fade.
Yeah.
Though we were working on it during. I can't remember whether it was.
I think it was during like the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a
2020
project
summer. Yeah.
a project that would be fun to blow some dust off and get back to.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah. So we figured we'd bring them out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the
Mums.
next following week. It'd be cool if Mums was like in the background or something.
Yeah.
Like if we had Mums as like a staple. Maybe get another chair just behind us,
And he's
and
just always kind of
just
sitting
chilling.
along.
Or we
Yeah.
can strap him to the ceiling and set up the marionette situation.
That
again.
would be fun to do.
We should update him. He should be like updated, like every episode. There's like a new, better part of him. That's at least
I know.
one new, better part.
I gotta
Because
fix his hands, and he's been through a lot. Yeah.
look at his shoes. That's great.
Those are really cool. They're
Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, like
Converse.
Keds,
Yeah,
or Converse. Yeah,
it's
one
nice.
of the two.
Very good. Very cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. That's
Good
great.
old Mums is like, ugh.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
tired.
rough time. over
Well,
it,
I think
buddy.
also like from our move, so we had a bigger space before, and we did quite a big move. Moving all of this stuff is very stressful on
Yeah,
the
that was a
equipment
lot.
and especially on
Poor Mom.
some of the mascots. Yeah.
Mhm. Brando.
Brando, our other mascot. Can we see Brando? No, he's just
No.
out of frame. We'll show him another time.
Mm-hmm.
But well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's Mums.
that is Mom's.
So yeah, we were having fun just bringing back ideas for videos and
Mhm.
newsreels. So we were thinking, I was wondering what and for those who might be tuning in and who haven't maybe seen it, but we talked about having a cool local news. It's one idea that I think we might actually run with. And so what things to start with if we're to make this like local news station? Of course, I think that the field reporting would be the easiest, like news journalists, local field reporting.
Definitely, yeah.
That part would be the easiest because it's just takes, and that's editing that all of us have done and gone through. I think the tougher part might be, would we want it to be live? I mean, that'd be fun. I mean, maybe like depending on the
Yeah.
station, they can.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
We could do it live,
Yeah.
but we would need certain things. A set,
Stuff. Yeah.
like a news set, which I think we could build, like, in less than a day. Like,
for in here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just have a desk that's very news-like
Mhm.
and a green screen behind you, and live you feed that green screen. You have that the mask or
Yeah.
the
The key. Huh?
key, the key,
Yeah.
and which I think lots of the like that little black magic has a key
Oh,
option.
okay. Interesting.
So I don't know. There's cool things with that, but yeah, how would we start? And would we want that like would we want it just to be straight reporting, like
Mm,
live reporting, live journalistic reporting? I guess it could be,
yeah.
but I also like the idea of it being kind of like a traditional news station.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
With cuts, like edited stories and
yeah,
stuff.
back to you.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, back to you. It'd be short. I like the idea too of like these being just short local bits.
Yeah.
The shorter the better, like 5 minutes, 3
Mm-hmm.
minutes for the story, 2 minutes dialogue of whatever.
Yep.
That might even be too long. Like maybe four, like, you know what I mean? Like 1 minute dialogue,
2-minute story.
2 or 3 minute story,
Mm-hmm.
and then 1 to 2 minutes dialogue after. Like, you know,
Yeah.
talking head story, talking head. Like if that's the formula,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be pretty quick.
That would be, yeah, that would work.
I don't know. I think
That'd be
that'd be
fun.
all right. Like, and we maybe it would take research on like how news stations, and which we have a pretty good idea for that. They went over that like pretty
Hmm.
extensively at my school. At least it was more news, corporate video as opposed to film,
Mm-hmm.
like at the school. But
Yeah.
it's kind of nice having moms here.
Yeah.
If that were Abel, I'd just be playing with his knee. But yeah, no, I think yeah, I think that's something we could totally do. That would be really, really neat.
That would be fun.
I mean, we have the space. I like that idea. I like the idea of having also like I thought of this the other day, like a live theater,
Ooh,
like live
yeah.
theater X. Like we could just book people for free to do like
It'd be like Classic Art Showcase.
exactly, and it'd be like 5
Yeah.
minutes. Stages. We just set up take off all the lights,
Mm-hmm.
do like 2 or 3 lights of
Yep.
someone on stage
Yep.
doing
We could do that pretty easily. too.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We could have like, it'd be fun to make like a little like breakaway stage, you know, that we could like easily set up.
I love
and
it.
Take down, you know.
Well, I like the idea of like collapsible walls, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if we had like a wall up and we were able to collapse it,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of neat too.
That would be really cool.
You know, and that's the state. Maybe it's when you collapse it, it's got legs that fold out underneath it
Mm-hmm.
and prop it up a bit, you know,
Yeah.
and it's black. And then like I like the idea too of like having all black curtain kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we could do anything for the stage. We have this. I mean, it's hard to see from the camera's view, but there's a nice little area here. We move these things to the side.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that'd be neat too. Yeah, just like artists, you know,
Mhm.
whether it's a poem or poet reading a few poems. Maybe yeah, I mean, visually it'd be cool if there were like dancers or like someone
Mhm.
doing like an act or a scene from a play. That'd be really cool.
I was thinking about that the other day, even just doing like monologues or things like that.
Yeah.
You know, like
It'd be we would first have to get them to do it.
mm-hmm.
And maybe the advertisement is like, I don't know, how would you advertise that? It's a way for them to get their monologues out.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Like a live workshop stream sort of thing. You know, like
I'm-
broadcast workshop.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
that-
just yeah.
because like that's what, you know, like they have those like little workshops where you go and like kind of like an open mic night where you go and just work on material, like practice just
Well, that'd be
doing
cool
it,
too. I was
you know?
thinking if we, let's say we're reaching out to people who are trying to build their resume or
or
digital
reel or
portfolio,
whatever.
reel.
Yeah.
And if there's a channel, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
that's free to the artist, and if you have 5 minutes of like good stuff, like you come by here and it's live,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah,
and
right
we're
on.
going live 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 minutes of whatever it is,
Yeah.
you know. It'd be
That would be
interesting,
really fun. Yeah.
you know, and so it'd be a reason incentive for the artists to reach out to us, and then we'd always have talent if we had a list,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know. That's an interesting thing. I wonder how that would work. But that'd be cool.
that would be cool.
And it doesn't have
Yeah.
to be short if their monologue is long,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it could range. Maybe they're not that good.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's just a way to like practice and get comfortable with that.
It is, yeah, especially if they know it's live,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then they may ask after, please don't, can you delete it when it's done, or who knows, you know?
Would you say it's, well, I mean, how do you compare the two? So, like, is it more, because maybe for some people, it's more nerve-wracking to be in front of a camera than it is to be in front of an audience. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? And
right.
like, just like, I don't know. I don't know what's harder, you know? Like, if
Me neither.
you know it's a live camera, and I could see it being a little bit more comfortable being in front of an audience for the sake of like you get that immediate reaction, so
Mhm.
you know how you're doing,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And you don't get that in front of a live camera because there's nobody like in the vicinity, you know, unless it's in front of an audience also.
right.
But then also you're in front of people and you can see their reaction, or you know,
Yeah,
and you can see
that's true.
them, so that's nerve-wracking in itself.
Well, they will have like us, like the people working. Taylor says, "Hey Taylor,
Hey, Taylor.
tell them 3 minutes, they'll go 5." So that's a really good point.
Mhm.
That's where I was thinking, you know, maybe not give a time limit as long as it's under, like you say, it has to be
Cutoff.
under 10 minutes.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
like the feed shuts off at 10 minutes. That's that.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are shutting it off. It's like you cannot go over.
Yeah.
And we may
Yeah.
still even go over. Well, but that's the
Yeah,
thing, you know, if you go over for one person,
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't know, maybe that's like the shtick too, as well. Especially if it's like good, you know, what if, I mean, how can you shut something off if it's like really good? We were talking about with Taylor, we were talking about the old lamb hook. Is that a lamb hook? Didn't little Bo Peep have a lamb hook?
Yeah.
What were we calling it?
I don't know.
It's a cane.
Yeah, it's like a cane.
The hook. Yeah. That's still, I'm still thinking about that, Taylor. Anyways, that was a fun episode.
Is it a shepherd's hook?
A shepherd's hook. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a shepherd's crook?
Oh, a crook.
Oh, no, wait. It says crook, it says hook, it says rod.
Whatever it is.
Oh,
you
a
know?
shepherd's crook is a long and sturdy stick with a hook at one end, often with the point flared outwards.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, to manage and catch sheep.
Yeah.
It's called a crook.
And so that's like a gag that folks would do, right? That we were talking about with Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Or an old thing where they yank them off the stage, like when they're not doing well or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how would you do that to someone that's doing something really good? If you get like a Daniel Day-Lewis type performance and they're rounding, you know,
11 minutes.
yeah, or something like that, you'd let it go, you'd let the stream go. But still,
Well, it depends on the format of the stream too. Do you want just quick back-to-back things?
Yeah,
or is
I'm
it
almost
one
like
10-minute
thinking
thing,
for
or is
this,
it-
no talk, like no talking to even introduce. You know what I mean? Just maybe titles, lights, the person goes,
Yeah.
like just credit to the artist, like just
Mhm.
the artist's name and titles or whatever, and then no talking after. But if let's say there's a fuck up and the artist is like, oh geez, I'm sorry, can we start over?
Uh-huh.
And you
Like-
say, yeah, you can, but this is live, and you
Mm.
just chewed up 3 minutes, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
And then it looks like it's about to burn. Right before it burns, the hook could just be like, and it's like, you know, what is it in The Simpsons? I think it's like technical difficulties, and it's like a cameraman, like a clip art type of a cameraman looking like he's drunk, and he's like, you know, with the
That's great.
Spanish flea song going in the background.
Yep.
Um,
But how would you?
or we
Would-
just have backup footage, like, or backup, you
Mm.
know, backup video for what anything, you
Would
know.
it be more than one artist in a live like broadcast?
One
So, like-
every podcast, I'm thinking, like, so every podcast is just a new artist, and then you
Okay.
just have
And
a
that's
collection of
segment.
artists.
That's one segment, just one.
Yes, exactly. That would be an episode.
Oh, okay.
So, and in the information is all of the artist's information if they want it to be there.
Mm,
And that's just like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know, kind of like, I don't think copyright would be an issue. Nobody's profiting off of it.
Yeah.
It's just for the artists that come on.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and the reason I like the idea more so of like actors and is, well, I mean, musicians would be fine. That's another good idea. But I don't know. I think it's not that I'm tired of musicians. I'm not at all. It's just it'd be like a nice thing if it was more of a theatrical
Yeah.
thing, or yeah, like visual kind of like
Performance art.
yeah, performance art, right.
Well, which music is too, but like more of like.
No, I hear exactly,
know.
performance art, yeah,
Mm,
which is what some would call my dancing,
yeah,
unfortunately.
it is.
No. Yeah, I don't know, that would be neat. I was telling you the other idea, it's a 5-minute podcast.
Oh
Yeah, High Five. It's called
Yep.
High Five. I was
That's a
thinking
good
maybe I
one.
should, like, I don't know, smoke like 5 joints before it.
Every time.
I don't know, I'm whispering into the mic. But and it's called High Five, and everything about it is 5
Yeah.
in fives. Like, maybe I only say 5 sentences before I go into like the 5 facts.
Okay.
And maybe it's, I don't know, it goes like real mental with like all of these different things that revolve around 5, and all the facts have to involve 5, but maybe it's like I don't know, 5 animals that have 5 appendages, sea stars,
Yeah.
maybe a frog with radioactive frog with an extra leg or something.
Yeah.
I could have an article
Is
about
a
that.
tail an appendage?
Oh yeah, there you go. And I mean appendage, yeah. Maybe I meant to say limbs. With animals with 5 limbs, and yeah, starfish, a frog with a frog near Chernobyl, maybe, or something. Maybe and I could fill the rest of them out with just animals that live near Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Some deer there might have an extra leg or 2. But yeah, you're right. Appendage might be tail, right?
Yep.
I don't know. But like another 5, like things that happened in the year 5, like 5 things that happened in like 1985 and
That would be good.
1975. But it's 5 things, I don't know.
And you do it in 5 minutes.
And every episode's 5 minutes. So even if it's like balls, even if it's like really bad, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's 5 minutes. Yeah. On the 5th day of every week.
Yeah.
Or maybe at 5, it starts at 5:55 p.m. Every day.
Every day?
But it's only 5 minutes.
That's true. Yeah. So it's like 35 minutes a week.
I think it'd be good to write ahead
what you're going to talk
the first like 5 episodes.
Oh, yeah. Because then you'd be prepared.
Yeah. And then and it's all 5.
Especially
Everything's
if you're
5.
gonna have facts.
Facts. Yeah. Fun
about
facts.
lives.
Yeah.
Should we look?
I'm sure there's a podcast called High Five, and the Smokey thing was a joke, but still, I was just thinking of High Five. Maybe because it's called High Five, we could say like High Five. It could be acknowledgments. So even if it's I mean, I'm spitballing here. It could be anything. So even if it's boring, it's only 5 minutes, and
Apparently, Fives is a character in Star Wars, Clone Wars.
Oh yeah,
There's a character named Fives. There's a sport, an English handball sport.
Yeah.
Called Fives.
Whoa.
You got some good content here.
Yeah, that'd be all right. That'd be all right. I could. What's that?
5 fun facts about the Fives.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hit.
Oh, that's a place. It's a place called the Fives.
Okay. Well, it could be anything. You know, maybe there's a restaurant that's got a 5 in it. I
Mm-hmm.
could go to that
5-star?
restaurant. Yeah.
5-star restaurants. We could talk about those.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't afford 5-star though.
Well, you can talk about them. You can read other people's 5-star.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh
reviews.
gee. It's getting more exciting by the second. Yeah, that's true. I could talk about 195.
Yeah.
There's a 5 in that. Yeah. But no, I don't know. There's something. I think there's something there, especially the fact that it's short.
Mm.
Because, like I said, if it's not very good, it's only 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and every 5 minutes will get better.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
I think that's a good one.
That's all right. But it all has to revolve around that number.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a hit, maybe the next season be 10s. You know.
We're doubling down.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be all right. That'd be good. There's kind of a sound of a poop, but it's just my boots.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know. Well, that sounds nice. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so if anybody actually, yeah, I'd like to try that. Oh, look, I didn't even realize. Well, I did realize, but Taylor said tell him 3 minutes, they'll go 5. Maybe that's, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's got nothing to do with I don't know. I'm obsessed with the number 5 now.
Yeah.
If anybody has any ideas about what I could talk about on my High Five podcast, 5cast, there's something there. Let me know. But
Yeah.
do you want to do a blog? How are we for time? What are we looking at?
We're like 46 minutes.
It's not terrible.
No.
It's pretty good. I could show my hat because I took off
Yeah.
I took off that
Let's
thing.
see that hat.
This thing is very constricting. I was younger when I used to wear it, and I think throughout the years it's shrunk, but I do love it. But I forgot how uncomfortable it is, especially after wearing it all day. Makes my ears red. But anyways,
You don't always have it on your ears too. Sometimes you just have it.
I just have it there, yeah, but my ears stick out as it is, so when the sun's behind me and I got this thing on, my ears glow, and then this is glowing, and it just looks
I think
it looks interesting. Speaking of looking interesting, so this is a really nice hat my buddy Zook got me. I think Zook's on. He went on a real cool trip to the area of Roswell and got me this nice hat. It's a pretty cool green hat. I think I got it on right because I got to show the trick to this hat. There's a trick to this hat. So you know, just normal, nice green hat. Very nice too for I really like it for like walking around. And I do like bright colors, especially if I'm running around at night or anything like that. I think it's huge.
Smart.
But anyways, look at this.
Whoa.
Yeah. It turns into an alien hat. And actually, I will say now I've put on a lot of masks in my life. That's not a metaphor. I love masks like when I was a kid.
Yep.
And so one thing with masks is you can never see like your peripherals.
Yeah.
You know? And so but my peripherals, like I can see my hand like right here.
Wow.
You know? And on this side I can see my hand there. It's pretty good because the eyes are so wide. And I can see through these. These are cool. The only thing is I can't see my finger.
Okay.
You know, until like right about there.
It's like a
'cause of the
mesh
space here.
material, right?
It's like mesh.
The
Yeah,
eyes?
it's cool. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
neat. It's really, really, really cool.
Can you still breathe from your nose too?
Well,
'Cause
you
there's,
got this
like,
whole
mesh
space under here.
Oh, right.
So
right,
it's
right,
like, you know, it's a
Mhm.
neat cowl. You know, it
Yeah.
looks a little strange.
I
but-
think it looks cool.
yeah, it's funny because I was wearing it at my house. I put it on
Mhm.
in my apartment, and I like walked by the window, which is very clear to the street, and I was really hoping someone would see me. But Swamp Man, Swamp Man's child. I hope Jamar means Swamp Thing because Swamp Man sounds even scarier to me. I don't want to be a Swamp Man's child. I'll be Swamp Thing's child any day.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is like Swamp Thing's child. Or no, wait. No, I won't put it on again. It's slightly uncomfortable.
Mhm.
But Swamp Man. I don't know. Jamar might have just come up with a good character. I don't know if that's a thing, but Swamp Man. Oh, there might be other things. I don't know. That's good. Swamp Thing's child. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, so that's a fun hat. I really do like it. It's a nice one.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, he meant Swamp Thing. I shouldn't have corrected. I felt like a like a snob for correcting you. But
Well, you were
uh,
concerned. You thought it was a scary thing.
well, Swamp Man would be a little more nerve-wracking. Hey, there's Rob. Rob, are you done? Would you mind being interviewed to tell us what 195 was like?
Yeah.
What it was like in traffic? Are you comfortable with that? Well, we need you on mic. Is that okay? Do you want to ask him?
Sure. Sure. We got Rob here.
Hey,
He's gonna tell us about his experience on 195 today on the way to work. So,
Yeah.
what time did you leave for work, Rob?
I left my homestead at about 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
and I went to get gas because I wanted the full tank.
Oh, smart.
I wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And boy, yeah. So I was on the road at like 11:15 maybe
Okay.
after getting the gas.
And what time did you have to get there for?
12:30.
Oh, okay.
So, an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes
Mm-hmm.
seemed like enough time. I don't know. It was later in the day.
Yeah.
All the reports at work, everybody was saying, I think a couple people said it took them 2.5 hours tops. But that was like rush hour traffic in the morning.
That's kind of expected.
Yeah, I figured it'd be better. It was like way worse. It was like so much worse. I went like Wampanoag Trail
Mm-hmm.
up to like Pawtucket Ave and like Warren Ave, like that area, like fucking like I don't know, 5 minutes away from the Henderson Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I got there in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes,
Whoa.
right?
Yeah.
So it's probably like 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was in the same spot. Well, I was in that area. I did not make it to the bridge for like, I don't know, till like 2 p.m.
Whoa.
So it was like from 11:30 to 2 p.m. I was just on these two fucking streets because they blocked off all these streets
Mm-hmm.
and they routed all these lanes to go the same way. I was literally going like an inch or two every 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
It was insane. And I saw many close accidents
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of people just getting out of their cars and filming.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because we were
Wow.
like parked the whole time. And a cop came up. He was going up to like every single car that was there.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got up to my car. He's like, "Where you going, bud?" I was like,
What?
I was like, Providence. And he's like, "You're gonna hate me for this."
Oh no.
And then he's like, "You just got to stay on this road. It's probably going to take you another hour, 2 hours to get to the bridge, Henderson Bridge."
Whoa.
And I was already there for like 2 hours.
Oh my
So,
god.
I called work and I was like, "Hey, I can't get in. This is crazy."
Mm-hmm.
And then I turned around and went home.
Was it easy to turn around and whatnot?
And it was not easy to turn around because there were like RI dot trucks,
Oh.
like all in the other lanes, like exiting from side streets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But so it was like 10-15 minutes just to get into like a side street. And then once I got there, it was pretty much easy to get home, like pretty quick.
Okay. Now, if while you were in the midst of this, if someone was selling chicken sandwiches out of their car or ice
Yeah.
cream sandwiches,
Yeah.
wouldn't that have brightened your day a little bit?
No,
Okay. What about
I
if
was
there was
pissed.
what about a pop-up rest stop so you could get out and pee and get
I
some
didn't have to
gas?
pee. But yeah, that would have been nice.
Hmm.
I did pee a lot when I got home.
Hmm.
It was a very long pee.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never seen anything like that though in
Hmm.
regard to traffic. I guess it's boring, but it's just
It's crazy.
ridiculous.
It's insane that this is happening.
I can only assume that there'll be more of a contingency. Some other solutions will be put in place for tomorrow, maybe, or there has to be something. There's like so many people. I can't imagine like so many people just just bombing the governor with tweets, or
Right.
just like so many people were just on the road, like behind me.
Mhm.
There were like several different people behind me, and I'm like in the same spot, like I was saying.
Mhm.
But like people behind me, I would see them, just their faces like, and like literally there was one guy that was like screaming, and he had this weird like curly mullet. It was like I was looking at it for a while
Oh,
because
no.
he was balding, but then it was like curly mullet, like blonde mullet.
Uh-huh.
It was weird. But he was one of the people that like they just like turned around, and it was like, oh, there's a new face. And I felt like an idiot just because I was like still there that long, and like all these new people were showing up behind me.
Mhm.
But
Well, it's like, what
yeah.
can you do? You try to just wait it out.
Yeah, right.
Good golly.
But I have some traveling ideas for tomorrow.
Hmm?
I'm not going to give them away. Sorry, everybody. Some special routes
Mhm.
that maybe nobody knows about.
Yep.
We'll see.
We're gonna get charter ships. We're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna
We're gonna
ferry
start
everywhere.
chartering people over the water. Too bad our neighbors don't have that boat still. We could sign them up. Say you want to charter people to Providence? Well, that sounds tough.
Yeah.
Tough stuff.
It does. Well, yeah, it was good, Rob.
Mm.
Thank you, Rob.
That was Rob.
That was really good. Excellent. Good report on the 195 situation. Is tough stuff. Tough
Keep you
stuff.
posted, folks.
Yeah, keep you posted. Next Tuesday we'll have a new update on it. yeah, traffic cast. Hey, you want to read one of your beautiful blogs?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do. I didn't do one this week, so I'm gonna have to go back and read the first one because I never did that one on here. I think.
Okay. Yeah, again, the blog the website you can see the blogs at is Breads. That's BREADS. And is it the and sign?
Nope, it's
So Breads
and spelled out.
AND Circus CIRCUS
Mm-hmm.
.org.
Dot
That's breadsandscircus.org. Kaylee does weekly blogs. We're slowly starting to put our artwork around here up there. We have some of Rob, who you just saw. We have some of his music
Yep.
on there.
Section.
What's that?
We got a video.
A video section that one of our occupants and artists, local artists, Goodwin, does, and more hopefully to be posted on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really good stuff. That one. All right, I want to get the mic. I want to get the mic close. So you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Okay.
Beautiful. Hold on. Let me just. There we go.
Okay. You keep it in the screen in front of me.
All right, it's good now. You get it?
Yeah.
I just want it to sound good.
Okay. This one's called A Human Being. What a wonderful notion, a human being. As we search for meaning, for purpose, for what comes after this, we forget that maybe that's all there is. Being. It's possible that is just what we are meant for, to simply be. And life is short, and as we get on and try to get by, the weight piles on. Expectation, anticipation, these lead us astray from the nature of ourselves, drag down the concept of time passing, and instill an idea that we're supposed to be at a particular place on a timeline, when in reality, whatever you consider that to be, linear is far from what we're experiencing. Time is swirling, and we're just a part of the cosmic soup, our hearts sinking and floating, bobbing and weaving from the giant spoon that will inevitably scoop us up and into the great mouth. And what a wonderful thought that though at some point we will cease to be, for the time being, we are humans. And right now we're human beings. And that's all we're being.
That was excellent. That was really good. You read that the other day, Rob, yeah? You read that the other day? So you said, yeah.
No, that was the first one I did. I just never, yeah.
That was beautiful. And yeah, I think that's the perfect way to wrap up the show.
Yeah,
Would you say?
I think so.
Yeah, that was beautiful. So next week, Jamar, let's get you over here and we'll think of some cool topics.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what you think, everybody, about the chicken the food cars
Mhm.
idea.
Chicken sandwiches, ice cream sandwiches.
Yep. Any
Mixed
idea you have
in.
with those? We want to hear them. And we will yeah.
Newspapers.
What's that?
Newspapers? I don't know. No,
Newspapers?
that wouldn't be good because you need to be paying attention to the road.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pay attention to the road. Be careful out there. Rob,
Mhm.
thanks a bunch for the 195 update.
Yeah.
Calamity that's going on over there. You could be the regular
should be.
traffic guy. That would be
We'll
wonderful.
get Rob's report.
Yeah,
again next
Rob's
week.
report. That'd be great. yeah. RM's report. Yeah. That's excellent. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Well, cool.
Alright.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. Next week will be fun. And Abel, we miss you still.
Mhm.
Hope to have you back. Happy holidays to everybody. I'm getting excited. I'm not a religious person, but I do love Christmas. It's like one of my favorite holidays. Yeah.
Fun one. And we got our Christmas tree today.
We did get our Christmas tree. Maybe I will swing the camera around and show it while we play the jingle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not decorated yet, but it does have its lights.
Yes, it does. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Jamar, we'll be in touch.
Do the
Stay weird.
song for the beans and beans.
Hanging out just another night of the week. But to be more specific, it's a Tuesday Eve. Got some ideas that just might intrigue. You should come on by tonight. We're spilling the beans.